moving on through from where we last left off, we just got done dealing with Roy Koopa and the Forest of Illusion. And we are now ready to continue with Chocolate Island. And right out the gate, I lose Yoshi. So, great start. Frickin' dinos. Oops. Boy, I'm just doing great at the beginning of this, aren't I? Careful for charging Chuck. Forget that, I'm not looking forward to one of the levels that's coming up, I'll just say that much. I very vaguely remember what you have to do in order to get the 5 Yoshi coins in that level. It's a very intricate pathway. I'll try to explain it as best I can, but I don't really commit all of it to memory. Thankfully, it's at least more or less fresh in my head after the test playthrough I went through. And the GBA playthrough I did with my brother. And I forget whether or not there's a coin up here. So I'm just gonna be really careful here. Avoid the Eeries. Okay, yeah, I forget. You can't really go very high in this stage. And I'm not dealing with you. No, thank you. Of course. So many Eeries. Luigi's Mansion before Luigi's Mansion. And this would be the only... I want to say the only game in existence where you'll see this enemy. Fish and Boo. As long as you don't jump, you'll be fine. The flame's never going to touch you. And since it's a platformer, you will be jumping quite a bit. Freaking Eeries, I'm getting real tired of your shit. You've got to be kidding me. Of course, why did I see that happening? Oh, that was close. Surprised King Boo didn't hire these guys in Luigi's Mansion. And this is going to be annoying to reach now, because I don't have a cape feather. And yet another unique gimmick, this is the only level with these things in the game. Boo blocks. You look at them, they turn to concrete. Oh god dang it. Sorry. A little nervous, as you can tell. I am not very fond of this stage. And I forget where the other coins are. I think it's right up here. Okay. Get these jerks to follow me once more. Very carefully avoid what I like to call the conga lines of Boos. And you have to jump a bit there, otherwise you're not going to be able to reach up here very easily. I just barely made that jump, as you can tell. So anyway, that's the Chocolate Ghost House. A lot of fun, said nobody ever. Okay, so really quick, I'll just try to explain this as best I can. It's probably going to be easiest if you come in here with a Yoshi and a Yoshi. So, just try to watch closely. I'll more or less try to explain as best I can as I'm going through. So, the idea of getting all the Yoshi coins in this stage is not centered around just the amount of coins you get before advancing. It's also centered around time. So, just make sure you grab as many coins as you can. Not too many, though, otherwise you'll be transported to a certain area with a Cape Feather, and then you'll miss out on this area here, which I think contains a Yoshi coin. Okay, and now it gets interesting. Okay. Right here, just hit as many times as you can. I'm not gonna get it. Go on through. And you pretty much have to be as quick as you possibly can at the same time you're doing this. Freaking mushrooms. And then, if you do all that properly, you'll be transported to this area right here. It took me quite a few tries to get it, after I tried, I don't know how many times I attempted to do it on the GBA port with my brother. I had to go online and look up a playthrough on how to actually do it. Enough times so I could commit it to memory. It's really easy to find online. If you're curious and want to see a decent rundown of it, just look up Chocolate Island 2, 5 Yoshi coins. It's really not hard to find. And now I'm gonna go and get the secret exit. Which is done, I think, by going the stage as quick as possible. So I'm gonna do just that. So really, you don't have to worry about getting coins at all. Just pretty much haul ass. Okay, go on through the pipe. You'll be transported to an area with a bunch of charging. You know what, I'll keep it PG. Charge Chuck. I think you all know what I'm thinking of. Because you're a smart bunch, I'm sure you can figure it out. I don't know why I did that, that was stupid. Out of here. I want my Cape Feathers. Gimme. That was so stupid. Why did I toss a blue Yoshi down the pit? And I'm going to do this level next, because this level gave me a lot of crap when getting all the Yoshi coins recently. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember why. Oh, by the way, something else that I found out recently, I completely forgot that you can. I mean, I haven't really had the chance to demonstrate it. Apparently you can eat those blocks with Yoshi. So, good one, RC. Like I've said, I'm impressed. I have been playing this game, I want to say, nearly 25 years now. And I learned something completely new about the mechanic with the shells, as well as the P-switches with the Yoshis. And that, to me, is a really cool thing, that you can go back to a really old game and still find out new crap you had no idea even existed. Oh my god, will you just screw off, freaking footballs. And this part's really fun, you just hold down. And you'll have to excuse my inner child, I can't help but let it out. Whee! Very carefully, get rid of these spinies. And if you have a Cape Feather, this is going to be a lot easier to do. Just cheese your way past the first couple platforms with the cape. Got so many charge shocks. And, fun fact, this part is actually near frickin' impossible to do on the GBA port, unless you have perfectly strict timing. And it's because of Mario's weight physics in the GBA. For some reason, he drops insanely fast. It's generally a lot easier as well just to get through all the levels with Luigi. He's a bit slower, and he still has that high jump. They gave him the Scuttle Step in the GBA port. And we'll probably wrap it up after this part, because it is getting to be that time. I'm actually in the process of getting ready for bed here, honestly, as well. Had quite the long day at work. And just for anyone wondering what it is I do exactly at work, I work full-time roadside assistance, and I'm very happy doing it. I get to take calls. It's not really a difficult or demanding job. I mean, all it really asks of you is that you show up on time to work each day. You sit down, and you sit and ready. And anyone whose vehicle unfortunately breaks down on the other side of the road, it is my job to hopefully make their day better. And get some help out to them. And it's a really good feeling that I'm able to do that every day. So I'm very happy that I get to go to work each day, and not only be, pleased with my job, I also get to, believe it or not, I'm very lucky in this aspect as well. The call center that I work at allows us to go on our phones whenever we want to, as long as we're not in the middle of the call. I mean, I'm on Discord a lot and surfing the web even, when I'm not helping someone out on the side of the road. And there are even times where I've busted out the 3DS and played some Pokemon Soul Silver. And they're just all completely cool with it. I mean, on top of that, health benefits and free coffee. Can't go wrong. Which is good for me. I actually didn't... I used to be really into coffee when I was, in my teen years. And then recently, well, not really recently, I should say a few months ago or so, started watching Mug the Dude. You should all know who that is by now, and he is an avid coffee drinker. And I watched him quite a bit as I was just getting settled into my new job. And I started drinking coffee again, and it gave me that little extra boost I needed for the day. And I will fully agree with him as well. It is good stuff. He can be pretty dang good too. I've had green tea, and that's probably my favorite tea I've ever had. That stuff's really tasty. And I'm sorry for getting distracted with that. Can you really blame me, though, with friggin' Chocolate Island, Soda Lake, Butter Bridge, etc.? Well, while we're on the topic of that, fun fact, I'm not sure a whole lot of people know this. I think it was Puar, Tien, and Chaozu. I want to say they're all tea flavors, or rather, different tea herbs. I don't know, I'd have to go back and research that. But I never knew that growing up, for as long as I watched the anime. Oh wait, you know, I don't think it was Chaozu, it was Oolong, that was it. The pig. The pig no one likes. Alright, well that is pretty much going to do it for this part. That was relatively painless, all things considered. Believe it or not, we're actually just about done with the game. We got a couple more levels before we fight Wendy, spoiler. Take on the ghost ship, and go into the Valley of Bowser. And I will see you guys for that in the next part. Peace.